Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review, honey, for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 7. It was a doozy, okay? It took me forever to watch this episode because so much happened. I had to take notes and notes and notes to catch all the tea that was spilling in these streets and whatnot, okay? The foolishness has definitely continued today, okay? Now, y'all know first things first, make sure to subscribe to my channels, okay? With that's to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that good stuff. Y'all know the link to my channel for Jaylee's Corner Talk is in the description box below this video. That is my backup channel. It's a lot of good content over there too, some good story time. So do not forget to subscribe and watch the videos over there too. Once that channel is monetized, I will have even more content up. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe, love it, and all those things and whatnot. Okay, y'all know always to like this video, comment in the comment section, hit the little share button to share it on your social media. Always relax and relate and release into yourself and everyone around you. And always inhale and exhale because it helps you to stay calm, cool, and collected. And y'all know follow me on social media. On Twitter, it's Jaylee's Corner. Okay, on IG is J_Lees_corner and stuff. So like and subscribe. Okay, so as I said, foolishness. Okay, foolishness all up and through here. Okay, and the culprits is 3 or 4 of these people. Okay, in this thing. Okay, 3 out of these 4 was the culprit of some bush that went on our TVs. So let's keep it going. Okay. So we see it's the following day or whatnot. Okay. And they are in the main house. They are in the main house, whatever. And we see Mia, told Gizelle that we're gonna look picture of all of them together. I had all of them. Boom. Okay, because it's too many flipping screens. No, this is all the people. Okay, this is all the people I've even added. Ashley right here. We got little Skylar down there because she's friend of little Rhoda. So it's like anyway. So we see Gizelle and Mia had a conversation. Okay, early this morning with Mia telling Gizelle that she talked to Karen, who told her she was very hurt and upset that Gizelle called her a troll, okay, and she couldn't sleep that well and whatnot. I'm like, Mia, why the are you discussing Karen with Gizelle? Of all the people to discuss, you know, Karen with, why would it be the one person who she do not get along? I'm like, Mia, I was trying to be open minded, but this episode you stepped over to the dark side. Never discuss someone with that person's enemy, okay? Wait, is your brain working? I don't think her brain is working. I think it's off. Anyway, we then see the other ladies walk in. Now, first of all, we know that Wendy had on her little whole full sweater outfit and whatnot, but when she came in, no ma'am, whole full-fledged swim suit. Okay, she came in like this is how we dress from the cottage. I was like, Wendy's, y'all want to play with me? I'm gonna show y'all this body, all the okay, all up and through and whatnot. So when she walk in and whatnot, oh, Robyn, we have to go upstairs and have that meeting, okay? That business meeting. So Gizelle and Robyn go upstairs. Whatever, we don't care and whatnot. Now downstairs, him downstairs. We see Karen and everybody else talking or whatever. And she brings up to Candiace, I did not like the comment that Gizelle made about your husband. I felt like, well, your husband and your marriage. I felt like it was very disrespectful, okay? And I just didn't like it. And Candiace, what I've grown to know and understand Gizelle. And she basically does not know how to have a proper conversation in my her own fucking business. And Mia then says, oh, so you mean like she will point out other people's issues, but the real issue is with her self issue? Yes. That's exactly what I meant, Mia. I was like, Mia, so what, are you for Gizelle or against Gizelle? Okay, I'm confused because how could you read her that easily? Okay, but I'm gonna leave that be too because again, Gizelle was trying to go at Mia too, but I mean, I guess Mia likes it. Now upstairs, okay, we see freaking Frat having a conversation And Gizelle basically is like, Robyn, you need to get out the bed. You need to get your life in order. You need to get some pump, girl, some pep in your step and figure out why you were so just unhappy and unmotivated. Like, what is wrong with you? You did not want to lose this fine ass man in your life. You don't want to lose him. Like, I've lost everything in my life. I don't have no man, and you do. Don't lose him for us, okay? Now, she brings about, I did not want to have this conversation with Robyn in front of the other ladies. Oh, but you have no issue having conversations about, winning her issues. And y'all did have a conversation about Robyn last night too. So it's weird when Gizelle wants to pick and choose and having private conversations not around other people. Now, Robyn to me gave a real response, but also a bullshit response. Robyn brings up how she has a fear, okay, of making it far, hitting it big or whatever, and really being a success, and then falling harder than she did before. We see the whole flashback or whatever of 6 years ago when the friend of hers and Wine's took and spent all their money. Okay, they was dead broke and whatnot, and it was kind of her. Well, no, it was her fault. As she said, she's afraid of that happening again. And now I'm like, how are you afraid that somebody else will swindle you? Okay, how? Because if you keep making money and you keep taking the right steps, no one should be able to swindle you. So that's a weird fear, but also a real fear to have because of what she's been through. She brings up how it was really, really bad back then. The kids had no idea how close they were to being homeless, with their house being foreclosed on, how she was doing all type of focus groups just to make $100 per focus group to buy groceries. Yes, she didn't have grocery money. Girl, anyway, and Gizelle, like, you are not that person anymore. You are not that person who made that mistake or whatever. You need to get on top of your business ASAP fucking P. And Robyn says, I know that I think I need some help because, for business and whatnot, because I have retailers reaching out to me and I'm just not responding. I'm just like, bitch, what? And she said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Oh, well, TJ Maxx and Macy's reached out to me because they want to possibly, sell my hats." And I said, "Bitch, you had TJ Maxx reach out to you and Macy's, and you didn't respond. You were too sleep in the bed, bitch, to respond to TJ Maxx and Macy's to sell your hats, bitch. Did you see Robyn's stupid?" Okay, that's why I won't marry her because she's stupid. Girl, you make it seem like you're overwhelmed because it's just you. You had two major retailers want to help and sell your shit for you so you can get more sleep and you didn't wake up to make look, Robyn, Robyn, you're stupid. Anyway, so we then see it's pool time or whatever. I don't care. No one drowned, no one fought. They had on bathing suits and hats or whatever. Karen and Mia did not get in the water. Karen's leaving eventually to go to her little, is it a swearing in? She's getting appointed like a brand new, I don't know, something in her town. And so her hair has to last her when she goes on this trip that she's not getting in the pool. We then see Athy shows up. Okay, so Athy's sitting around chit and chatting or whatever, and not Gizelle, Karen tells her how Gizelle last night has been trying to come for me. I'm not dealing with it though, so I'm dressed in the outfit to show I've made it through Gizelle's fucking with me boot camp or whatnot. Okay, but she do say Gizelle was going in on everyone last night at dinner. It was brutal. Okay, she just kept poking. Now Ashley gonna say. And we see messy Athy is back in full effect. Okay, so the reading of Athy will commence for the rest of the season. Okay, but Athy then say, "Well, Karen sometimes embellishes and stretches the truth." When it comes to Gizelle, because I don't think that's what really happened. So I want to talk to Gizelle. I'm looking like you don't believe Gizelle was fucking with folks. You really? I mean, I know she's had a baby. Maybe her brain is still pregnant. I don't know. But I'm like, that's Gizelle's whole MO. How are you questioning the fact that Gizelle was questioning? Gizelle is the queen of questioning other folks to avoid anyone asking her anything. But again, what we going to do? Leave that be. Okay. So we do see Ashley has a whole conversation with Gizelle because she needs to see if what Karen said is true. I'm like, oh, you basically came here to carry all the bones from one body to the other. Okay, I get it. So, Giselle shows her house and whatnot. And when she brings up how, well, Karen said that she was really, really brutal or whatever, and Karen said that, I'm saying, Wendy was upset, and Karen said this and that and that and this. Giselle gonna fix her line and let to say, I wasn't trying to go so hard, okay? But I did tell Wendy that she lacks substance or whatever, and that she is different now. And Ashley agrees. I think you're right, Giselle. She is different. She's very different. She dresses different. She's acting. I don't. She's different. I'm like, these hoes is going crazy, and it's because they're making a big deal about her being a bit different. Now, I said before, is she different? Yes, but to me, it's not that big of a deal for it to be a consistent. Is that everyone's storyline? It's like Monique left, and they had to attach themselves to Wendy. They always need somebody to fuck with, and now they fucking with Wendy. Okay, so Ashley said, saying because last year she was all about her being a professor, and so I do wonder what made her change. Okay, I just wonder. So when she then brings up how Karen said, "Oh, you also supposedly made Wendy cry," Giselle says, if she was crying, that's on her. Okay, that's her own internal bullshit. That has nothing to do with me. I was like, Giselle is how was she ever up? She was a first lady, but her husband was a philandering asshole. So I feel like wasn't no God in that. So I'm gonna leave that be. Okay, but Giselle then said not only was that on Wendy to be crying, it don't have anything to do with her. She also brings up how maybe the rumors, about Eddie is getting to her. Okay, maybe him since she's trying to show people that she, has this young, hot, and sexy marriage or whatever to, make it seem like her and Eddie are good. I was like, really, Giselle? Really, bitch? It's like it's one thing to say, I heard these rumors. It's something else to say, I heard these rumors that I know aren't true. I'm saying I don't believe them, but I keep repeating them, okay? And I'm going to keep repeating them and then also saying because these rumors I don't think are true, I also feel like Wendy believes them. And so Wendy is being different. I'm like, bitch, that doesn't make any sense. How can you say rumors that you don't believe is forcing somebody else to do something? I was like, Giselle is a serpent. Okay? She's a serpent. Girl, all the Garden of Eden. I cannot do that. So should we talk to her? Ask you to say, maybe we can bring it up at lunch. We can all go to lunch or whatever and bring it up there and whatnot because, we both had rumors about us before in the past. And so, and we've never changed. Okay. When they said things about you, said things about me, we've never changed at all. So, we need to figure out why Wendy is changing because of these rumors. This is what Gizelle and Ashley ass is sitting around here talking about. Okay, I don't believe the rumors, but yeah, I'm like, really? You don't believe the rumors, but are they jealous? Because Wendy looks amazing. No one is saying she doesn't. Are they jealous? I think they're jealous. I think they're jealous. Anyway, we then see all the women go to lunch. Boom, pow, pow. And when Ashley asks Skylar, so how are you? I haven't seen you since the baby was the massage thing or whatever. Oh, I'm fine. This the little hiccup thing that happened last night. So again, when a Skylar brings up the little, disagreement from last night, that makes everything say go. Okay. So Ashley then said how well, Giselle, I heard that you attacked everyone. I heard that you were just on everyone's case or whatever. So Giselle then asked Wendy, are we okay? Are we okay? And Wendy was like, you know what? Um, I will say that you said I didn't have any substance. Okay, when you said that last year I had substance, and this year I don't have it, and you don't know who I am, that hurt my feelings. But I did not like that. Okay, and also I feel like that's body shaming, trying to tell me to cover up because you feel like I'm different this year. When Wendy's telling Gizelle how she feels because Gizelle asked her what's her issue, as the old punkin head ass jumps in, I don't think that's what it was. When he said, but that's how I felt. I wasn't talking to you. You don't even go here. Okay, shut up, Ashley. Anyway, Giselle then brings up, but if you felt that way, that's your shit. That's your internal shit. That ain't why you mad at me because of how you feel. Bitch, because you said something that made me feel some kind of way. Okay, that's why I added the bitch, but that's what Wendy said. Because you said something that made me feel some kind of way, bitch. Okay, and so you go to so if I offended you, okay, if I said something that you felt offended you, my bad. That was not my purpose. Giselle, you don't have a purpose on this show besides to be messy. You have no purpose in life because you're too messy. I feel like we have these women who come on these shows and they have these auras and these egos and these things about themselves, and I can't see past it. And the bad part about it is I feel like Giselle is miserable in life, and it's easier for her to say what's wrong with everybody else except herself because we don't get any of her life story. Nothing. She's full of shit. Anyway, Ashley then asked Wendy, well, were you crying? Because Karen said you were crying. I was like, again, Ashley is taking everything that someone has said to her and using it against her. I'm like, girl, Ashley is the messiest of them. She's only been there like what, an hour? And she's a professional bone carrier. Okay, she can carry wish bones, dog bones, red bones, black bones, yellow bones, any kind of bone you want. Ashley can carry it for you from point A to point Z and anywhere in between. And so Wendy said, I did. I was crying or whatever. And I did, I was talking to Karen and Karen, poured into me and I appreciate her for doing that. And Gizelle and Ashley, being the dull soul bitches they are, did not get what Wendy meant when she said that Karen poured into her. If you have never had someone pour into you, which just means they give you positive energy and they, make you feel better and they listen to you and they talk to you. That's how you pour into someone. It's some common shit, but I feel like Ashley and Giselle is some basic bitches who don't get it. Okay, I don't know why them two titty having hoes have joined forces to play dumb baby right here, but it's aggravating. Okay, so Gizelle then said how Karen is always playing Mother Goose. Okay, she played Mother Goose to Candiace 2 seasons ago, and so now she's trying to play Mother Goose to Wendy. When last year, Wendy, Giselle, when last year she said Karen did not even like Wendy. And Wendy didn't have a like for Karen either. They both were at odds last season, but they are on better terms this year. Okay, it's weird because it's like, do you want people to stay beefed out or you don't want them to be able to talk, have a conversation, and move past things? Do y'all want discourse? The devil is the one who sowed discourse wherever he lays his feet. Gizelle, walking in the devil's shoes. Okay, anyway, Mia then, I'm like, Mia, shut the girl. Mia, what are you doing? Mia, sit there and eat your food in your flowery dress. Be quiet. Okay. Hush up the super P. She then, Giselle, in Giselle's defense, I'm like, oh, you are a Giselle bandwagon train rider. Now you up here riding the Giselle bandwagon train, Mia? Is that what you're doing? She say how, well, it's just weird because uh I also question women or people who start dressing more provocatively to see, what's going on. I just want to check in with them. I'm like, shut up. To make it seem as if someone starts dressing differently, you have to check in with them. I'm like, Mia, hush, hush, little puppy, stay out of it. Okay, you have not been here long enough to keep adding your look. It's weird now. It's one thing that makes sense, but that made none. Okay, that made you no money. So when he brings up how You know, is this is why people who have surgery don't talk about it, because you talk about it, you then get judged, okay? Because I brought up my surgery and y'all knew what I had. I mean, we all would have known. We would have known she got a taser. We would have absolutely known. However, I also feel like had she not said it, it may not have been a big point. We would have eventually thought about it. We said, or we could have thought that she just got into shape after having the baby. But she's right in saying some people find out you had surgery and then they have conversation about your body. Okay, and that's the bullshit. She does not want to have to deal with her. I'm a black girl with some bullshit. And when she brings up how people get judged for surgery, and that's not true. You know, it's not about your breast. It's about, your actions are different. I'm like, but so are yours, athlete, every season, okay? And Candiace, like, I don't get why they making something out of nothing. So what? So what? When Candiace is the voice of reason, and I have to agree with her, do y'all know how much that hurts me? Because y'all know I don't like that girl. But I'm like, this season, she's rubbing off a little better for me. So I don't know. But she was making all the sense in the world, okay? All the sense in the world, Craig. So Robyn gets there, okay, and Gizelle told, well, Wendy feels like this, and Wendy snitching, okay, just snitching or whatever. And when Wendy's trying to talk, Robyn cuts her off. They're not going back and forth because again, why are you over talking me? I'm talking. Let me talk. Blah 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 blah. Robyn, no one cares what you're saying right now. Okay, you do not need to be here to back Gizelle up. Leave it be. Let Gizelle fight her own messy ass battles. But again, let's leave that be. So Robyn brings up how some people just don't like hearing other people's truth of what they observe. I'm like, Robyn, go to bed. Robyn, go to sleep. Robyn, go marry wine. Robyn, go make some money. Robyn, go do anything but say how other folks do not like to hear other people's opinions. You won't get out the bed, bitch. Okay? Anyway, and I feel it's like what? It's like what is girl? Bitch, you ignoring Macy's and TJ Maxx to sell your stuff. You don't have the brain power to observe anything that doesn't include waking up at 2 o'clock. Leave me for be. Anyway, and it's like basically, Robyn, Gizelle, and Athy are coming for Wendy. And I'm like, why? For what? Poor K. Who, what, when, where, why, and how is that a good idea for the season? I'm gonna leave that be. So Gizelle brings up, well, Wendy keeps being like aggressive or whatever and acting like this is an seeing me in debate conversation, and it isn't. So I won't be bringing you any more. I won't bring anything else to you because you don't want to receive it. It's not that she does not want to receive it. It's what you're bringing her is bullshit. You are bringing her things that does not make sense for her. You're trying to imply how you feel is how she feels, and that's not true. Okay, you cannot force someone to think how you think because you feel like, oh, it's easier for me to take this if I think, oh, she did this because of her husband. It's like, no, let's stop or whatever. And when Mia then say so, I'm like, Mia, bitch. Mia, it's 2:46. I'm sorry, I'm leaving. I'm late. I'm tired. But Mia brings up how when yesterday you had a song, you know, coming out of your pants. I'm like, bitch, what? It's the outfit she wore to on the bus ride, and it's like that was a outfit from Zora's. Mia then said Vicky's Secrets also makes outfits, however, we won't see us wear on a trip. I'm like, she wasn't dressed in lingerie. Could her pants have been higher? Yes. But she wasn't dressed in lingerie. Women wear bodysuits all the time. I'm like, what the y'all are Mia said you also on the list jump on Wendy's bandwagon train that Gizelle created. Really, Wendy? Really not Wendy. Really, Mia? Made me mad. So when Wendy said, look, I have never judged you, okay? You were a stripper, so why would you do that to me? I was not a stripper, okay? I was an entertainer at a five-star restaurant that serves steak and lobsters. I'm like, bitch, all strip clubs have food. They all have steak and lobster, shrimp, good drinks, and they are all restaurants too, okay? Miss me with the bullshit. When me and Ben said her confessional, how you know what I'm saying, I had to do what I had to do to feed my kids. And you can make money by showing off your assets. But there's no one here to pay for your assets. So we should not see them. I'm like, so you're saying that on a girl trip, she has to be covered up fully because there's no man there to give her money. You go digging whore. I was mad at that. I'm like, how dare you say a woman can only dress that way if she's in a place to be bought? Really, Mia? I was rooting for you. I was really fucking rooting for you. And I like that Karen sat there and let Mia dig a hole for herself that she got to get off her. Because you really said no one's here to pay for your assets. This is a girl trip. We should not see her. I'm like, really? Okay. And she has children. She's a daughter. I get Mia is on my list of fuck you people. Okay, I don't, girl. I was like, really, bitch, girl. So when at the end of the day, all that matters is my husband loves me. He's happy that I'm happy now, whatever. And that's the opinion that matters for me. Okay, because y'all heifers are very, very judgmental, and they are. Take a pause, like the video, need some water. I was thirsty. Anyway, so again, Wendy point was the only one that matters is my husband's opinion. So Robyn then say, well, we'll just keep our observations to ourselves. Yes, Robyn, do that. You can't observe why I don't want you. Okay, you can't observe shit. Shut up, Robyn. Shut the fuck up. Just be quiet. And Ken's like, I don't get why, if we were judging fashions, Gizelle will be under the jail. So how they judging me? Judging Wendy's clothes? It's stupid. It's dumb, 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 dumb. When Gizelle and Ashley get up to go have a sidebar conversation, I'm like, no, these heifers should never have sidebar conversations ever in life because they're messy. Excuse me, see, drinking much water. So they then say, I feel like, look how she said only Eddie opinion matters or whatever. So maybe there's some truth to how she's doing things for him. I was like, bitch, the fact that Ashley wouldn't say, well, no, a wife cares about her husband's opinions over other people. You're a wife. How could you not just? I was like, Ashley is just drunk. Ashley then said, you know what? I'll talk to Wendy. It may come better for me if I tell her about the stuff in the blog or whatever and how we feel like she may be acting different because of that. I was like, this is not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. So back at the house, they're having a whiskey tasting, my eyebrow just and mixed drinks, a taste and everything, whatever. They're gonna be drunk. So first of all, Robyn gets drunk. Okay, let's make that clear. Robyn is drunk. Okay, she's drinking all her whiskey. She drank all her whiskey like back to back to back. She's drunk. Let's make that clear. So because as he brings up how she's gonna leave, she asks Wendy, "Can we go talk in private?" Okay, and so they then go out and have a conversation. She brings up how last year in the confession, she said last year, Gizelle and Candiace came to her on a trip they were on and in private and talked to her about the rumors about Michael. So that was like, was it last season? I think it was last season. So she wants to get that same courtesy to Wendy to talk to her privately about something in the news about her husband or whatever. And so she says, so Gizelle came to me, whatever, about the story about Eddie having an affair. So we think that maybe that could be why you've been acting differently, whatever, and dressing differently. It could be because of the things about Eddie. And Wendy's face was like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? Are you for real? That's a lie. Well, thank you for taking a chance to try to attack my marriage. It's funny because you are the one bringing this to me, okay? Because Gizelle was the one trying to talk to me at dinner, but why would she not bring it up then? Oh, okay, I see y'all for the bullshit y'all trying to pull and whatnot. And when Addie brings up how, no, it wasn't, we didn't have a negative conversation. It was not a negative thing. However, um, she didn't want to talk to you because things were already tense last night, because you already heard. She's like, no, no, this is how this is. This is her aura. Okay, it's just who she is. Okay, and not it's evil. Okay, it's evil. And plus, she didn't know last night that I was upset. So how could she not have brought it up then? She didn't know I was mad. Okay, so again, Gizelle is a spawn of the devil. I say not the spawn of the devil. I mean, do I think Gizelle walks close with Satan? Sometimes, because it takes a lot of negativity to be that oblivious to the bullshit that you spew to other people. And then she's like, I've read mean and evil things about you, your husband, Gizelle, even Robyn. I read it all the time, and I've never brought that to y'all, okay? But y'all choice was to bring something up about my husband and bring it here. That speaks to your character, okay? That is, okay. That's what we doing? Okay, let's have at it. When she said, okay, I said, oh, she ready. Okay, she ready. Now back in the house, Wendy addresses everyone, but basically Gizelle. So as he told me, okay, that y'all, some of y'all, was it you? Was it you? Was it you? So Karen says no, Candiace says no, Skylar says no, Mia says no, even Robyn says no. Okay, because Robyn said on social media today that producers edited a scene to make it seem as if her and Gizelle had a conversation, but they did not. She said, I did not know anything about the rumor that Gizelle had talked about with Ashley until the day that day. So she was uninvolved. Anyway, so, you know, Wendy's said, after whatever, about Gizelle bringing up things about my husband. And she's like, don't attack my husband. Okay, that I do not play with him or whatever. Attacking him is attacking me. And she looking dead at Gizelle. Okay, caught in headlights. She's like, why are you looking at me? Because I'm talking to you. I was like, yes. Let her know, Wendy, I'm looking at you because I'm talking to you. Okay, dead at you, bitch. I was like, mm, mm. And she brought up how you didn't come to me as a woman. Okay, so I'm putting your ass on notice. Okay, you are not going to play with my husband's name. Okay, don't fuck with my family. I'm saying it nicely. Okay, leave us the fuck alone. Okay, it came from you, Gizelle. You want some bullshit or whatever? Leave us the fuck be. And Gizelle said, I don't give a fuck how you say it. I was like, oh, you're cussing now, Gizelle? Okay. Anyway, William then said, don't get your ass. I said, oh, we whooping ass now? We whooping ass now? I'm going to say this at that part, okay? Wendy owes Monique an apology simply because Wendy did not give Monique. Wendy, I feel like Wendy owes Monique an apology for last season only because she did not want to even hear or have any type of compassion or understanding about Monique snapping based on being gaslit by Gizelle and Robyn last season, which caused the fight with Candiace. Now, I'm not saying the fight with Candiace is what she owes her anything for. I mean, not understanding what happened and seeing the evilness of Gizelle and Robyn behind the scenes, bringing up rumors about Monique and her husband, her baby, which is why she was so pissed. So my thing is, Wendy is now pissed based on a rumor about her husband, and is now threatening to beat Gizelle's ass. So, as much we're black women, we can't. Even though she is not fought Gizelle, she still came at her in an aggressive manner and wanted to beat her ass, and she deserves it. Okay, but I do feel like Wendy was so blinded by wanting to be cool with Wendy, girl, cool with Gizelle and Robyn, she completely did not want to hear Monique out in her frustration on what they have been doing to her. Instead, she jumped on the bandwagon how Mia is doing this season and how Ashley is doing right now. So I do hope in hindsight she can see how someone can snap when being gassed about their family. Leave that be. So Gizelle say, we didn't believe it. We didn't believe we said it wasn't true. When he said fuck these cameras, meaning if the cameras wasn't here, I'll beat your ass, bitch. Okay. Anyway, she's like, it does not matter if it's not true. The issue is you didn't come to me first. And I can appreciate her saying my issue is you're going to everyone else talking about it. So Robyn, who again is drunk, okay, what was said about your husband? What are you mad that they said about your husband? And when he said it doesn't matter, okay, ask your friend, okay, the messengers, them two can tell you what was said. What no, what was she like? I don't ask me. I'm not telling you shit. Leave me be, okay. Robyn, of course, is drunk. Well, you're the one that said you had an announcement. Okay, I got an announcement. I got an announcement. What was I'm like, Robyn, sit your drunk ass down. And when he said, girl, you need some crackers, okay? Meaning you drunk, you need something to soak up the liquor. But she tells her, you want a moment. You want a moment. I am not going to give you the moment you want. I don't need a moment, bitch. Fuck you. I was like, oh, is everyone saying fuck you today? Okay. When you then say go fuck yourself, I said, oh, not fuck girl. When you said go fuck yourself, I was like, no, don't say that. Robyn starts doing a self pleasuring motion with her hands, around her cooch or whatever. Oh yeah, I can. I'm like, what is going on here? Why is this happening? I was like, what? And when you say, girl, shut your whiskey breath ass up, I say, not whiskey breath, because again, Robyn is drunk. Okay? Completely. Now, this point in time, you're gonna ask me, I'm so sorry if you thought, I'm saying, like, I'm trying to attack your family. I'm not trying to come after you. It was no ill intent or whatever you're saying. And I don't even take things in the blogs serious. And I'm like, but it doesn't matter. And let's be true. It was no real facts behind it. It was just hearsay or whatever. And so Mia then say, well, no, 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 no. Because if Gizelle told Ashley, okay, if she told you, Ashley, she should have been the one to tell Wendy. And I'm like, oh, so now you're not defending Wendy. I mean, you're not defending Giselle. Oh, Mia. So Mia's now off. She's off the Giselle pussy eating train, and she's on the I'm gonna see with that. I'm like, Mia, sit the fuck down somewhere. Okay. Back to these two. So uh Gizelle brings up, look, I was thinking about, talking to Wendy or whatever, but again, in private, because I wanted to check on her. I think she lied. So, Wendy then started reading her for filth. Okay. She said, Gizelle does not get the boundaries of a husband because she don't have a relationship that holds water. Okay. I see you for who everyone said you were. You proved everyone right. Okay. The life you live is God paying you back for the bullshit you've done. I said, oh, not the life you live is God paying you back for all the bullshit you've done. So live in the truth that God is paying you back. I was like, oh. And she then said, I will drag you up and down these streets playing with my husband again. Wendy is doing the exact same thing that Monique did last season before the fight. Okay, before the fight. Leave that be. Anyway, so Wendy being comes back after going to their phone. You want to get it popping? Okay, if you want, we can get it pop. I'm like, not get it popping, And she got a phone. I knew Jamal before I knew you. I knew him a long time ago. Okay, everyone know that Jamal was constantly cheating on you. Okay, was sleeping around with everyone in Baltimore. I was like, not in Baltimore, having big fun with the wretched. I was like, girl, bye. But you stay with that. You stay with him, and then you think he was worthy enough to have him around your daughters? Okay, how low is your self esteem? Okay, girl, tread, girl. Tread it lightly. I was like, the reading of Gizelle's life was amazing. Okay. At this point in time, Ashley gets up to walk away because now she feel leave. She didn't came, wreaked havoc, and now it was time to go. So she's going to the kitchen to get her milk. Candiace got up and followed her to the kitchen. She's like, and what made you bring any of that here? Like, why would you not leave that on the blog? Like, why would you? I have never brought anything from a blog to you. She was like, no, you just go fetch shit and eat and spread it. Okay. And that's true because, again, last season, someone sent her text. Someone text Candiace about stuff about Michael. And she then took that to Gizelle. They then took it to Athy. So, again, Athy and Gizelle did the exact same thing to Wendy that they did to her before. So I did not get why Candiace was so upset about it, because she did kind of the same exact thing before. The difference is the culprit was really Gizelle this season, because she was the one who told Athy, and then kind of just didn't do it herself. So I'm like, Candiace, you mad at the wrong person. Gizelle started this. Ashley helped, and she full of shit too. But for her to act like, well, no one ever brings anything from the blog to the show. Gizelle always does. She always does. Last year, y'all did too. What y'all had was not a blog. You had someone sending you information. Matter of fact, it was some gossip in the city. Girl, the fuck about. Anyway, Candiace tell Abby, get your milk and get the fuck out. Like, oh, not get the milk and get the fuck out, but she did. Okay, so Abby leaves. Mia asked Wendy if Gizelle had came to you and talked to you, would you still be upset? She was like, no, I would not. I would have been able to give her the benefit of the doubt that she was not being malicious, but that ain't what she did. Okay, she on bullshit. And Karen then said, every one of them were aware of the story and of the rumors, but no one except Gizelle made the choice to talk about it on camera multiple times, over and over again. Okay, girl. And we will see what happens next week. It was a lot. It's like 40. Girl, look, it's long, but it was a long episode. Okay, so again, I'm done. I hope you all enjoyed the whole review. Make sure to comment in the comment section if you have watched this whole thing. You have to put in Febreze, um, handheld fan, or floor length mirror. Use one of those words in a sentence in the comment section to let me know you watched the whole thing. You do not have to use all three. Okay, use one of those things in a sentence, either Febreze, handheld fan, or floor length mirror. One of those words in a sentence in the comment section, and I will talk to y'all later. Have a good Monday. Gotta go. Peace.